to start, but if you're going to fidget with your shaft back there,
he loves his shafts.
Loves his shaft. He's big into the shaft play.
That's it. Talk about a way to open the opening right there.
I know, right? That was a good segue. I'm pretty good at this. I mean, granted, it's like 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I woke up literally like maybe an hour ago. I ran down the street to get. We have a little coffee and donut place called Baxter's down the street, so I ran down there and got coffee. And I was like, you know what? One of those cake donuts doesn't sound bad. So I grabbed one of those because my stomach's feeling a whole lot better today.
Yeah.
And had to immediately pour that into my mug so it stays hot, because those cups do not stay hot at all.
Because heaven forbid you don't have your coffee this morning.
Dude, I have to have my coffee. I have to have coffee. Otherwise, I am borderline worthless.
Yeah.
Like,
I could
not only that, but so I've done one of those. I guess you could call it caffeine. Caffeine
cleansing.
I don't even know what you would call it. I think my friend calls it a caffeine reboot.
Yeah.
And I just, like, without caffeine, I get headaches. Hold on. I'm going to go off subject here because I got my TV on above me and I'm watching NFL Game Day Morning, and they're projecting the 6-week playoff forecast for the Bills. And apparently they're predicting rain in week 14 in Kansas City, even though I'm pretty sure the weather people of Kansas City can't predict rain.
Mm-hmm.
So NFL Network should probably get their stuff together. But either way, good morning. It's Sunday. It's 9:35 in the morning.
It's a fantastic day for Ryan.
It's a fantastic day for Ryan because he is getting his speaker back.
That
speaker has only been in Matt's possession for
probably 6 months.
The better part, 6 months. What are you talking about?
It's only been like
it was at
Mazingo
years. Last year.
Was it?
No, it was at Kinderhook the first year.
It was at Kinderhook when we went down to the lake, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like almost 2 years now.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years. Matt pretty much just owns that thing. So between him possessing Ryan's speaker and Brandon's rangefinder, we're pretty. Matt's pretty much on par for just owning a little bit of everybody's shit. So, yeah, that'll definitely.
I got a free sticker from Andrew, so there's part of Andrew.
Well, you've had a couple of those.
Well, that's the new one's a little bit.
But I think you have to match some kind of value. Like, I think it has to be some like equal or greater value.
His truck kind of nice, so it's kind of free advertisement for me. I mean,
yeah, but like I said, equal or greater value. He has a speaker from Ryan, which is probably a solid $150.
Quit wiggling your shaft.
And then he's got Brandon's rangefinder, which is retail price $400.
But Brandon's price is not $400.
Speaking of Brandon, what did old Broken do to himself?
So he had his. I think he said it was his daughter's dog. Started going after his dog, so he went to give it like the friendly, just like little kick in the ribs. Shit, little kick in the ribs type of thing.
You mean the nudge or the push?
Yeah, the little nudge in the.
Let's not condone kicking.
Please don't.
On this show.
We're dog lovers. We don't hate them.
And so, Hudson joined us last.
I know.
And
So
as he went to foot nudge the dog heard him get out of his chair, and she knew she was in trouble, and so she spun, and so he hit her right in the hip, or it's not the hip, it was the the butt bone. And he sprained his ankle.
Are you sure he didn't?
I don't know. I don't know how.
Wrong?
He probably got.
I bet that's a likely story. I'm sure he actually
got out of
bed.
Wrong.
He sat on his ass on the edge of the bed. He put his feet down, and his foot just gave out. Because
that's what happened.
That's probably what happened. The whole dog story. I'm sure it's. Yeah, I tripped over the dog. No. It's probably something really embarrassing. Like, he was grabbing a bag of chips because he had PUBG on pause, and he was running back, and he twisted his ankle running back to the reclining chair.
I mean,
I
feel you, Brandon. I'm just as old now, so I'm getting up in age. It's rough.
You are not as old as Brandon. You cannot make that comparison. You're not as old as Brandon. How old are you now? I mean, what
35.
you turned 35 yesterday. So happy
Thank you.
birthday. Happy birthday to that, and enjoy enjoy your mid 30s. It's after
It goes
21
down.
everything just
It goes
kinda
down after 21.
It's all blends together after a while. but yeah, no, I saw Brandon was in his was
Tell you what,
wrapped
he was
up or
He
something.
swung it at amp. It looked
he was
like.
striping. He had a cast on Wednesday. When we were
He
at
had an
Tom's,
aircast.
and it was a regular cast on Wednesday. And that thing, he was struggling on Wednesday, and then Friday at Amp he had a boot. And
How about that?
he was striping it in the boot.
On one leg and on that turn.
Oh yeah. Shout out Perfect Hands Golf. You don't need 2 feet to swing well.
Just need perfect hands.
No, I still need 2 feet. I've seen videos of guys like, guys with one leg or whatnot, and they do just fine. If not
It'd probably
better
be me.
than what I do. But it'd probably be you. Fantastic. And then I saw Matt yesterday. You were out. From what you said before the show, you were collecting money from people.
Yep, it was breaking down on them.
What was
I played St. Andrews.
What was the final tally?
I think I walked away with like $6 or $7 in quarters.
No, you need to explain why quarters. You need to explain this to me. I don't know. I've never played golf for quarters.
I hadn't either. But so Mike Parker asked me to come play. They have like a Saturday, Sunday money game they've been doing for like, they're actually playing at Sunflower today, where me and Andrew are playing. At like 12:15. But so he invited me out. I guess they've been wanting me to come play with them for a while. And then they've been doing it for like longer than we've been alive. But so he had told me to bring some cash and quarters, and I was like, I'm not bringing quarters unless I get to throw them at you. And we got done, and I was like, all I had was like, luckily I didn't have to pay anybody anything else. But I ended up getting like $6 in quarters because I do quarters instead of like dollars, which is, I mean, whatever. But now I got $6 in quarters, so I can go down to the old arcade.
There's probably an arcade somewhere that you can, or like a gumball machine, or you probably outside the grocery store, the ones with the little capsules where you get like stickers or something.
Get those little clown guys from the ghetto clown guys.
Wait, you mean the sticky hand thing?
Yeah, the sticky hand thing. I can get one of those.
We just need the Jeopardy theme song.
While we're waiting for Chris. While we're waiting for Chris, how about all the rumors about John Rahm going to live?
Fucking $600 million. I'd have to think about it for $600 million.
Okay, now don't ask why I have that. But I have an extra one if you want.
We don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom.
It's a sticky hand thing. No, Abby's nephew had a birthday party, and
standing at the bottom of the bed.
Like, coffee, come to me, coffee. It's not. It doesn't.
I'd laugh. You spilled the coffee everywhere.
No, dude. If this thing knocks my coffee over, we're gonna have a problem. No. So Abby had a birthday party at, like, I don't know what it's in Overland Park. It's like some trampoline park, Air or something. I don't know.
Oh, Sky Zone.
No, it's not Sky Zone. It's a different, like, Urban Air or something like that.
Oh.
But she was like, "Oh, you got to see these. You got to see these treats that she made for the kids." And they were like Oreos. They were like double stuffed Oreos on a stick, kind of look like a sucker, but they were dipped in green icing with Ninja Turtle. They were Ninja Turtles. And I was like,
me a double stuffed Oreos.
I was like, if this relationship's gonna work, you're bringing me some of those Ninja Turtles. And she did. She brought me like one of the party favors. It was like a little pizza box. It had three of the Ninja Turtles in there, and then it had these little sticky hand things. And I was like, all right, sweet. I'm never gonna use the sticky hand things. And it has Ninja Turtle tattoos.
You're gonna throw one on your face. Walk into work with it. And she was like, you gonna use the Ninja Turtle?
She's like, you gonna use the Ninja Turtle tattoos? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show up like Post Malone over to my grandma's house and put them on there, and so she could cry and be like, "Oh, baby, why'd you do that? Oh, why'd you do that to yourself?" Even then wash it off and see if Grandma wants one. Put it right above her eyebrow. I'm sure watching church on Sunday morning, she'll have the Ninja Turtles tattoo right above her eyebrow. But yes, I have an extra one if you would like it. It'll only cost you quarters. But anyway, now that we've gotten sidetracked, how was St. Andrews? I haven't played St. Andrews.
It was
at all. I didn't get to play St. Andrews at all this year, and I really wanted to, but like
it was the first time I played it this year, just because I was like, for as much as they charge and as hard as it is to get a tea time, like you can go play way nicer places for the same
it's not
amount of
that
money,
I don't know
or less.
Mhm.
So Steven Schultz told me that they have like he buys their yearly pass every year to, I think it's St. Andrews and then all the courses at Sykes Lady, including the par 3,
Right.
which I kind of want to look into it and see what kind of deal it is, because me and a couple others have been looking at, like I think we talked about this last like on a different show, but we've been looking at like a bunch of the country club places, and I think it was Stone Canyon. Stone Canyon raised their rates; they're up to like $3,100 a year now. They were at like 27, and then they just jumped it up. So,
But they've also got a nice practice facility too, so it's not terrible.
yeah, but it's the exact same deal as last year, but only like $400 more, which doesn't make sense. And then if you actually like
inflation,
but we did the math. We started doing the math because one of us was looking at Fred Urbanis, and you would have to play like 64 rounds of golf, like 24 rounds a month to actually meet what you're paying for. So to me, it's like, I don't know. The only way that I would get my money's worth is if a practice facility was included. That's it. That's the only reason I would go with Stone Canyon, is because they include the practice facility and everything. Like
they also are one of the few.
charge.
I think they're like one of like 2 grass ranges left.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
that actually allows you to hit off grass. Creekmore still has their grass. Stone Canyon, Adams Point.
When was the last time you went to Creekmore and it wasn't mats only though?
Actually, every time I've gone to Creekmore, it's been on the grass.
Oh,
except for
Creekmore.
When it got cold. As soon as it hit a freezing temperature, they started putting everybody on mats. But every time I've been there this year,
which is fair. Which is fair.
But their mats are actually pretty decent. Like I don't mind their mats at all because they're not
you're not hitting on concrete.
Yeah, it's not like you're hitting on the concrete, like the stuff you put down when you park your RV. It's like it's actually like
sunflower.
It's kind of like a football field. It's kind of like the new turf they have on football fields.
Yeah. Well, Falcon Lakes has nice mats, but like their grass is so nice, but they
never let you hit off
in the
it.
summer.
They're afraid to mess it up, and that's like one problem with I have with Longview or Fred Urbanis is like like most of the time they're mats only because I don't know why, because their grass is garbage. Like I don't think they've ever thought about growing real grass. It's basically like hitting off of my front yard.
I've still never played out there.
It's a lot nicer. What, you haven't played Longview? Really? Longview's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Fred Urbanis.
I think Longview is kind of like, oh, you couldn't get a tee time here and here, but you got here. All right, I'll play. That kind of course. Yeah. Not like a, oh my gosh, you got Longview. Oh, cool. Let's go play. Like that's, to my eyes, that's Longview. Like I have a problem with Longview because it's like, I have a problem with any golf course run by Jackson County Parks and Recreation. I pay Jackson County taxes and I get a discount to go to the zoo, which is run by Jackson County Parks.
But no discount for golf.
But I don't get a discount to go play at the golf courses. Like I literally like pay taxes to the county for maintenance on it, and I don't get a discount on it, which I get it, but I don't get it, kind of thing. I wish they would actually come and say, hey, you know what, Jackson County residents get 10% off or whatever, or have certain days where Jackson County, well, if they did that, there would be no time. So there's never times that Longview anyways. But like back to what I was saying is, to get those memberships, you really have to play like almost every day. Like it's more for retired people that play all the time and they go out four times a week and
Maybe
and all
that or
that.
like the work from home people who like live next to the golf course.
Oh, I'm half
Right
that.
now you are shit.
Don't make fun of my work from home.
Or like the people who live in Falcon Lake. So
Yeah.
like,
I mean, yeah, that makes total
or like
sense.
people who like live in the course community.
Yep.
Because then like because then you can literally, pop up your third garage door with your golf cart with your bags already on the back and just roll to the course.
Oh, you already know I would have a badass golf cart. Already know.
I'm telling you right now,
Oh, yeah.
that's my fucking dream. That's what I want. I want to be able to see
All
my
right.
watch hit 4 o'clock.
We're gonna get a Saving Parsho house on a golf course.
No, we're gonna get a Chris gets a house on a golf course.
No, we just rent the room from him.
And
Y'all can fend for yourselves. Y'all can fend for yourselves. No, I just want to hit Windows L, lock my computer, get up with my golf attire on and golf shoes already on, hop in my golf cart and just drive straight to the first hole. Like my cousin lives down at Creekmore, and he'll drive from his house. He's a ways from the clubhouse, but he'll drive his golf cart from the clubhouse. And it's so funny because his golf cart was owned by Matt Castle. Like Matt Castle's wife traded the golf cart for landscaping. And so he fixed up the golf cart and the back, tray, not the tray, like the basket in the back. It's just filled with golf balls that he finds. Like when he takes his girls out to play golf, they go out in the woods, they find golf balls, they just put it in the back. I don't think he's paid for golf balls in 2.5 years. But it's
that's one turn on investment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, if I lived on a golf course, the problem is like Stone Canyon. There's only like one side that you can live on.
Well, I found a secret stash
Of left dashes.
Yeah,
we found a shitload of them in Seattle. You should have just bought them up there.
I'm not telling anybody where my secret stash of left dashes is that I can.
It's in your house. We're just gonna go in there and grab it.
It's on the second shelf in his spare bedroom. That is technically his office.
It's not. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving up my secrets.
No, I wouldn't. You can't give out. It's like the equivalent of giving up where you caught all your fish. Like, hey, where'd you catch that fish? No. I'm not telling you because then you're gonna go fish it, and then
where'd you get all them ducks? Oh, I got them in this duck hole. Where's it at? No.
Yeah. Dude, don't even get me started on that shit. Like, I haven't even been duck hunting this year. It's like there hasn't been any water. There hasn't been any water where I hunt, so it's like.
Oh, you guys heard about speaking of Kansas City Golf, they're turning Hillcrest into a private country club.
Really?
Yep.
Again.
Yep. But they're putting I think the official number was like it's like 8 or 9 billion or something into it. They're gonna give it a range again. They're gonna completely redo. Like they're basically gonna gut the whole clubhouse. This is what I've heard. But so they're gonna gut the whole clubhouse, basically redo the entire thing, and it's gonna be obviously it's hood adjacent. So
allegedly,
this is what's gonna happen.
Here at the Saving Par Show, we do not condone releasing information that we are not privy to. That's why we use the word allegedly.
It's public information. Everyone knows it's already been bought or getting ready to get
who bought it?
It's some property management group.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it starts with Orion because Orion courses in Kansas City are run really well.
That'd be sick.
But I doubt it. I mean, I think when we played Hillcrest last, it was me, Rocky, and Brandon, and the guy said, "Don't drive on 17 or 16 or 17 or 17 and 18. You know, we're trying to regrow the fairways." We get out there, it's like you're not trying to regrow shit. This is burnt out, dead. Like it was burnt out and dead. Like it was just dirt. Not even dirt. It was like almost like concrete. Like the ground was so hard, it was like concrete. And I'm like, okay, I mean, just be honest with people. Like whenever Deer Creek was around, I don't know if you guys ever played Deer Creek. But like we got there and I'd never played it before. And Great Life had bought it, and me and my buddy Jason just wanted to go out, and it was a tee time we found, so we went out to Deer Creek, and the guy's like, "Hey, you can pull them out of the bunkers." We had a lot of rain, and they're really washed out. We got out there, it's like they haven't been washed out. You guys just don't take care of them at all. Mm-hmm. Like there's weeds growing out of all these bunkers.
I did.
Like you
When I
can
played
literally
on
see
the,
the netting. You can literally see the netting and all that's like, come on.
I think it was pre Great Life. I'm pretty sure. But when I played on the KC Junior Tour in like 7th and 8th grade, the Deer Creek was actually really nice.
Deer Creek was like the premier course in Kansas City. Like that's where all the
Yeah,
football
it
players.
was.
That's where like Trent Green, Marty Schottenheimer, all the big people lived and played out there. Now, all these people that have really nice
I
houses
think
on that
this
course are
this would have been
staring at
like
just a
Well, we tried to go out
this
there.
would have been like
crap.
09, 2009, 2010
Yeah.
ish, somewhere in there.
Yep. And then Great Life bought it, drove it into the ground, and then now it's
We
nothing.
We went out there.
They tried
in 2018, maybe, and me, my buddy Jesse, and then my brother went out there. My brother wasn't going to play. It was just me and Jesse playing. My brother was just going to ride in a cart. Not a big deal. Our tee time was like 9:10 or 9:20. Well, they had booked tee times from like 7:30 on through, but then had like a 2-hour frost delay. And so we get there, we're waiting. There's like 20 groups on one waiting to tee off. We're like, can we tee off the back? He goes, no, we got too many people. We can't have you tee off the back. And there's the marshal guy telling us. We're like, all right, well, we had some few choice words. And so I went inside, talked to the clubhouse guy. He goes, yeah, just go off the back. I don't have a problem with it. And I was like, well, can we get a cart for my brother? And he goes, yeah, that's fine. We go out to the marshal try and get it. He goes, no, we don't have enough carts for everybody. He's going to just stay up here. So my brother sat at the clubhouse while we played the back nine. And then Mar's like, oh, you can't play the front nine since you just got done playing the back nine. We don't have enough time for you. And when we got back, there was like 10 cars just sitting there just waiting for nobody to use. Like he could have used the cart the whole fucking time. And you usually dick and not let anybody off the back.
That's the default. That's just
That
the
happened
default answer.
yesterday. Everyone thought there was going to be a frost delay yesterday at St. Andrews. There's no frost delay. Like when I was pulling up, because it was like 9 o'clock ish when I got there, like 9:30. So like as I'm pulling in, the freaking, you know how on one the cart path comes up by the fence and goes back up to the clubhouse. So this dude in the F-150 is just flying down the cart path. Like it was the maintenance guy, and so he comes in and tells everyone, yeah, there's no frost, everyone can tee off, but it's just like foggy. like the ball gets like 20 feet and then it's just gone. You just have to kind of guess where it went.
Well, I had to drive to Independence.
So like the first
yesterday.
Yeah, the first 3 holes were just like, it was just like hit and hope, and it was like it was
You had to
funny,
drive to
but it was
Independence in that fog?
Yesterday morning. For rigs and
Are you sure it wasn't all the meth smoke?
no, it started in Leavenworth. Well, never mind. It may have been. No, I had a rigs and roast event to go to. Well, I kind of got cars and coffee. Rigs and roast.
We're cooler than cars.
So you guys
so
just
rigs.
like brought your trucks and ate pot
No,
roast?
coffee and donuts. I did.
I just still envision a line of crock pots.
It was they did it at the 511 store by off Jackson Drive, and just
the 511 store. Oh, you mean there by the mall?
maybe, I don't know. I know it's close to Twin Peaks. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Sure.
the mall. It's 511's right by the mall. It's like by a Starbucks, and there's a bank there, and 54th Street, and all that. Yeah,
I don't go to malls. I don't go to malls, so I don't.
Nobody goes to malls except for when they want to do shootings, because there was a shooting in Independence Center Mall like 2 weeks before that.
And the week after that,
too.
I went to a truck meet that was out that Bass Pro, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the mall again." No, it's like I'm good.
No, well, there is a Dick's Sporting Goods in that mall. It's actually their Dick's Sporting Goods is pretty decent, actually. But anyway, we could transition here to our main topic of the day, and it's the one that everybody's been excited for, and everybody has been talking about, and that is the Tiger Woods is committed to the Hero Challenge, which is his own charity. I think he feels obligated to play in it. But Tiger came back on Thursday.
It was great.
Started playing, kinda.
He killed it on Friday, though. He did well.
I mean, he didn't kill it. He didn't kill it enough, because now He's literally sitting. He's beating out Will Zalatoris, Wyndham Clark, Ricky Fowler, Victor Hovland. Those are the
Well,
5 behind
Friday
him.
he was at 1.4 or 5 under, and
At one point, I mean, let's see what he did. What was Friday?
Yeah.
Round two. Round two, he shot a 70. He shot a 70 in round 2. Round 1 was a 75. Yesterday was a 71. But I mean, I'm gonna be the odd guy out and say I'm not sure why everybody's so excited about Tiger Woods coming back, because I don't think you're gonna get the Tiger of old.
well, no,
Like, I mean,
they're
kinda
just
like-
decided
it's
to see
kinda
him
like-
play again. Just
I get it, but like, I mean, you're
we're not
excited
gonna
to
get-
see him
it's
play
not
again,
gonna
but
be
you're,
like
you're excited to see him play again because you want Tiger.
something special
Like,
to
you
happen.
want-
it's not. Well, it's like
Yeah.
we're not going to get 2019 Tiger
No.
all over again. Like,
I don't
I'm
think you're going to
excited.
get any version
I'm happy-
of old Tiger.
I'm happy for Tiger coming back. Like, just like for him personally, but like I'm not like it's not like the only thing I like care about in the golf. Like,
Well,
in
I
the-
mean,
at the
he's
tournament.
okay. This tournament, he's out there having fun. You can tell he's having fun. In my
Oh, yeah,
eyes,
there's
since it's his foundation, he's very much just he feels obligated to play in it. And
There's
he's out there
who
just
was it? Someone was like he made
It was like a 40-foot putt.
he made like a third. Yeah, it was like a 30 or 40 footer. And he goes, "Nice read, Robbie." And his caddy hadn't read a putt all day, and like they were like, he's just like giddy and like giggling, just happy to be.
Yeah,
back
he just
out
shooting the
there.
shit with everybody.
Like,
Yeah.
Who,
yeah,
Tiger?
like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because it's an invitational. It's all of his friends.
Yeah.
He invited all of his friends to go out there and all that. I mean, the first round he played with Justin Thomas. So I don't know who he's paired with today. He's probably paired with Sam Burns or Victor Hovland today. But
Vicky
like
H.
he's just out there having fun. I
It'll
mean,
be fun to
that's all
watch
there
him
is
and
to it.
Charlie in that PNC challenge.
which that's coming
Yeah,
up
weekend of
next
the-
week.
I thought it was the weekend
and-
of the 21st, or
No, it was coming up on the 13th. I think it's the 13th.
13th through
and
6th.
14th. Or no, 14th through the 17th. Because I have it pulled up. I actually have it pulled up right here. Because I was looking at the player field, which is pretty much
Yeah.
the same as
Be-
last year.
I want to see a
But-
rematch from them and
but
John
like-
Daly. That'd be
But
because
why?
it's fun.
They're not that good.
I'm a Razorback fan. I like watching John Daly.
I get they're a
Well,
Razorback fan. They're not that good.
They won.
Little John is
He
good.
is.
He's a baller.
Okay, so my whole thought process around this was, I think you're going to see Tiger Woods play here and there, but you're not going to see. He's going to play big tournaments.
He's not gonna-
That's it.
Well, even
if
he
that.
said he was like I think the goal is like if I can play one tournament a month,
Plus the
then
majors.
I think we'll get maybe get the majors out of him. I don't think he's gonna play once a month.
I think you'll see stuff other than the majors. I think you're going to see the what's the one at Bel Air Country Club? The Genesis. You'll see him at
Yep.
the Genesis for sure, because that's an invitational. You'll see him at the Genesis. You'll see him at the
well, he's
Masters.
also
You'll see him.
he's also the host of the Genesis.
Yeah, so you'll see him there. Again, obligation. I think he feels obligated, unless he has PTSD from when he got in his car accident. You'll see him at the Genesis. You'll see him at damn it, my coffee's not kicking in. You'll see him at the Masters. You'll see him at the PGA. You'll see him at actually I think he's done with the Open. I bet you won't see him at the Open.
Unless it's at St. Andrews, which
it
it won't
It
be
won't.
for.
He won't. I don't know. The last one was his last one at St. Andrews, from what I heard or from what I read. I'll look it up here in a second because I think.
Well, that's
they
what he
have it-
said. But like, if they have it
they
at
have it
St.
mapped
Andrews
out.
again, and he can play, he'll go play.
Oh yeah, I mean he's exempt. He's exempt like I think it's like lifetime exemption, isn't it?
Yeah, he's only won it like 6 times.
Yeah. So I think he has exemption until he pretty much
Says I'm done.
yeah. So yeah, St. Andrews was 22. It doesn't list the futures. It doesn't list the future events. It usually lists the futures. I'll have to find it. But either way, I think the only one that you'll see him at outside of all of those is the one that Jack Nicklaus holds at Muirfield, and then the other one being Bay Hill. I think you see him at those
Arnold,
two.
The Arnold.
Yep.
Yep.
Arnold.
Just
Oh,
again
wrong
out
Arnold.
of
My bad.
out
you.
of
Arnold.
oh, here we go. List of venues.
Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Oh, they don't have the list. Usually they have like the broken out list of where it's going to be in coming years. Next year's Royal Troon. So that's fun. But yeah, I don't think we see him at the Open again. Here's what I really want to see, and I think you're already seeing it is, I mean, I think Tiger's time is over. I think the field is getting better. He's not being competitive because he's not playing every day. He's a businessman now. He's a course designer. And what I really want to see is him basically working with his son and getting Charlie to that point, because I think if you wanted to see the like,
well, that's what his whole thing with like wanting to walk again was like. He was like,
I want to carry Charlie's bag.
Basically, they told him like, yeah, he was like, I want to be able to walk. He said it like several interviews too. Like he's like, I don't want to walk again so I can play golf. He's like, I want to be able to be there for Charlie and his kids, like, and like be able to be a dad,
be able to participate.
He wants to walk. He wants to carry the bag. He wants to walk, and he wants to get his son. He wants to do basically what his dad did.
Well, then Charlie won that.
Charlie
won that tournament by what? Like, Charlie won that tournament by what? Like 10, 15 strokes or something with Tiger walk.
Oh yeah, he destroyed it.
Tiger carrying the bag, like.
Yeah, well, I mean, my prediction is that kid's going to dominate in high school golf.
Well, he just won a state title on his team.
I know. Well,
Tiger never
said
did.
He contributed to the state title.
I didn't say he was the winner. Like his team.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna see Tiger Woods focusing on Charlie, carrying. You're gonna see pictures of him carrying the bag or being at all of his events. I mean, that's why he's saying maybe one event a month, because if one of Charlie's events gets in the way, he's gonna go to that guaranteed. I think you're gonna end up seeing Charlie going to Stanford, like Tiger went to Stanford. And then I mean, it's a long shot, and what I would love to see is, because Charlie's going to make the PGA. I guarantee he's going to make the PGA Tour. The first PGA Tour event, Tiger carries his bag for him. You know how, dude, the internet would go down. The internet would go down. That event would sell out in a heartbeat. I mean, I'm not talking like forever. I'm talking one event where he carries his bag, and you would see. Just
the media would go crazy.
Oh yeah. So here it is. This year it's at Liverpool, which looks absolutely atrocious. Royal Troon is next year. Royal Portrush is the year after that. So I don't think you're going to see St. Andrews for a while.
I think they said it would be like 2026. It's
going to be like 2028 before it comes back, because it's still got to go to Muirfield. It's still got to go to.
It was like 27 or 28 when they said it was going to come back to St. Andrews. That's why Tiger was like this.
He'll be on the Champions Tour by then.
Yeah, because it's Royal Portrush and then Royal Birkdale. They keep adding courses, but there's like a ton of them. Like, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that go in rotation. So when St. Andrews comes about, Tiger is not going to be there. I guarantee it. That's why this was his last hurrah. The same thing with, who was it? Tom Watson on his last one and all that. So, I mean, it's time. I don't think Tiger's going to be back. I don't think Tiger's going to be back in the British.
I think there's a lot of people expecting like 2019 Tiger again, like when he came back from the surgery, and this kind of like.
I don't even think that. I think what they're thinking is, I mean, even when he came back after the scandal and all that, he wasn't the Tiger of old. Like, I think I think people are expecting him to come back and like do something amazing.
like he did in 19 when he won the Masters, like when he shouldn't
Yeah.
have. Like people are
True.
expecting him to come back and like do something amazing. I just don't think it's gonna
If he
happen.
does, great. If he doesn't,
No.
he's still playing. We get to watch him. I mean,
Again, well, I mean, but it's also we're in a generation of TikTok brain, and people like see Tiger's back, so everybody gets hyped about it. They know how to get people hyped up. They know how to get viewers. They know how to get clicks, and that's what they do. I don't think you're going to see. I don't think like as golf fans, we're going to see Tiger like we saw Tiger. Like I said, the field is getting too good. I mean, when he came out on the scene, you know, I think he turned pro in what, 96? He turns pro in 96, and he was something that the golf world never saw, and that was somebody who was training, who was in shape, who did, you know, rather than finishing a round of golf and going to the bar with everybody, he went to the gym or he went to the range. But that led to more and more people like your Rorys, like your Scotties, all these guys that are now like actually taking care of themselves. They don't go to the bar after the game or after the round. They don't, you know, you
don't smoke 6 packs of cigarettes while they're playing.
Yeah, we went from the John Daly's, to the Tigers, now to you know, your Rorys and your Justins, who are, you know, they hit the gym, they have trainers, they do all that. Like no golfer ever saw that. I mean, could you imagine what would happen to the professional bowling if those guys actually figured out what the gym was and not like ate hot dogs and nachos?
They'd be throwing that thing through the wall.
Oh yeah, it would be.
They'd have to roll those balls back too.
Yeah, exactly. They'd have to start reinforcing.
Speaking of, are they actually going to do it?
What?
Are they actually rolling the ball
5%?
Who? What are you talking about?
They came out with it that they're officially rolling the golf ball back.
With what?
Like a couple days ago. Like around the whole distance thing, they're rolling the golf ball back.
Oh God, I thought we were still on bowling. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's a group of little elves that work behind the bowling pins and they push the ball back to you. Like oh, okay. So they're dumbing
for everybody,
down
not just pros, everybody. So my 220 drive goes 200 yards now.
All right, I'm looking this up. Talk amongst yourselves.
The teacher's giving us permission to talk.
Shit. Hey, we playing the back cards today? See how the front nine goes.
You no longer have permission to talk. USGA R&A to announce universal golf ball rollback next week. Universal golf ball rollback next week. The USGA are expected to announce early next week that they will be changing the rules to rollback distance in golf, and not just for elite players. The expected decision likely would make nearly every popular golf ball played both professionally and recreationally non-conforming. The news comes from multiple industry sources with direct knowledge of the plans of golf's governing bodies speaking.
These ain't getting hit.
The change involves a revision. The change involves a revision to the way the golf balls are tested to see if they conform to the rules. Specifically, it is expected to be announced that the test for the overall distance standard would increase the swing speed at which golf balls are tested from the current standard of 120 to 125. While increasing the swing speed, the test would not change the distance limit of 317 yards. In simple terms, if a golf ball is currently close to overall distance standard, as a high majority of golf balls used in elite competition and popular in the marketplace are, then raising the speed by 5 miles per hour would make them fly 15 yards farther, or well past the current distance limit. Balls would then have to be made to stay within the 317-yard standard.
Yep. As 1 mile an hour roughly equates to three yards of carry.
Well, that's going
the
to
official
suck.
math.
Next
on
thing,
that.
Here's what's going to happen: is you're going to see Matt. You're going to see Matt on golf courses with a giant. No, he's going to have a giant trench coat going. Y'all want some left dashes? He's just going to pop it open.
He's going to be caught on. He's going to be caught on the first tee of an APD event with.
He's all scratchy. He's coming up to you like, hey, you got any left dashes from like 2018 left dashes?
He's going to be caught on the first tee of an APT event, sir. That ball is non-conforming. You are disqualified.
We're playing the Warbirds, baby.
The
The
Warbirds.
Warbirds.
I got a sleeve of those. in my truck box.
Until tournaments roll around, I'm not touching the left dashes.
Well, you lost three.
Just
You
so
lost
I can-
three balls
dude,
yesterday, so
So I can use. So
I
I can use
removed
my
the truck
illegal
box
golf
from.
balls.
I removed the truck box from my truck whenever I got my bed liner and all that, and it's just been in my garage. It's just been a holding area for golf stuff. Like I have an old bag in there, clubs, all that. It's just I could probably outfit a whole other set of golf clubs, like a whole other golf bag, if I wanted to right now.
Oh, me too.
you
But,
got one.
Yeah, though, shut up. You could probably outfit an army with golf clubs, for fuck's sake.
Well, here I
You just
got all
got
these,
new
too.
irons
No.
again to some
Yeah, here's-
Japanese brand.
Here's all the old ones. If anyone wants a
Your poor wife.
7MB 7MC combo set, just let me know.
Anybody want some left dashes? I got some
It's
2021 left dashes for you.
They're for sale. Well, no,
It's
look
gonna
at
be
these
like
puppies.
wine. He's gonna be like selling wine and counterfeit. Like
Andrew
counterfeit
gets to
stuff.
see these today. Look at these.
I saw him
puppies.
on that Friday.
Oh yeah, you did.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Kioi.
No.
Japanese. It's a 320
Is it
carbon.
like the wagyu? Is it like the wagyu
Mhm.
beef of golf clubs?
Yes, it is.
PF Flyers make a kid run faster, jump higher. Well, anyway,
That's
so
14 clubs, by the way.
14
There's
clubs.
there's a legal amount of drivers in that bag.
Illegal amount of drivers.
A legal amount of drivers.
Anyway, back to the discussion at hand. Speaking of the Hero Challenge, it looks like Scotty Scheffler's running away with it. Matt Fitzpatrick is right behind him with 3 strokes, and then Justin Thomas. Surprisingly, Justin Thomas. If you watch him on that first day, he was kind of all over the place. Like I saw him in the sand and shit like crazy.
So JT's going through some swing changes and whatnot too.
Yeah, but
so.
he's looking all right. He's doing all right.
Justin
Jordan
Thomas, if you're
Jordan-
listening, I know you're not. Go to Perfect Hands. They'll get you
Jordan
right.
Spieth is up there, but I mean, sitting at the bottom, like I said, Tiger Woods is sitting 4th from the bottom, and that's not where he tees off at 10:08. Actually, he's already teed off. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think you're gonna see him. I think he's gonna go through some motions. He's gonna try and break Jack's record, but I don't think
It's not gonna happen.
I don't think we're gonna. I don't think people like, and that's what I don't understand about the hype is everybody's so hyped up for Tiger, and I'm like, you guys are living in like the 2000s. Like you think you're gonna get that Tiger Woods that's hovers around 5th place and then on Sunday comes out and just strikes and comes back. I don't
You're
think
not
you're
getting
gonna get that. What are you doing? Someone's clicking something.
Matt.
Yeah, please.
If I get AirPad. Sorry,
But I don't think you're gonna get the Tiger.
Getting
World,
fidgety.
You're not
You got
getting
the PNC.
26, 27-year-old Tiger.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
We're not
I mean,
going to
you're
get
not
2019
getting- you're not
Tiger
getting
where
prime.
he comes out
I mean-
and wins the. We're not getting 2019 Tiger where he comes back and wins the
No.
Masters. Like
No, not at all. But we get Tiger Woods. We get the family event coming up here on the 14th through the 17th.
That's always
looks
that's
like
always
it's
fun.
Tiger and Charlie, Justin and his dad Mike.
There's gonna be some shit talking right there.
I was a little shocked. Lee Trevino at 84 and his son are going to play.
VJC.
dude,
VJ
Trevino's
plays.
a badass.
I think.
Yep. Have you
VJ
seen the video? Have you seen the
Dude,
video of Lee
VJ's
Trevino? Lee Trevino's tee shot. He almost like sneaks up on the ball, like he scoots his feet as he's hitting. It's hilarious.
Dude, VJ Singh's a badass. He's
VJ
like,
Singh and his son are VJ Singh and his son are in
I
it.
think one of the Corda
Uh,
girls is in
like-
it, and their dad.
Nelly Corda and her dad are in it, which nice.
if you guys like follow VJ on socials, like that dude's
No.
a badass. Like he was one of the first guys like outside of Tiger to like he kind of did it, but then Tiger was just better. But like VJ was kind of started that whole like fitness thing in the golf. But then Tiger obviously just took over and blew everything
With
up.
his Navy
Oh.
SEAL training.
No, VJ. Yeah, well, VJ Singh's a badass. I love that dude.
You got let's see what else. You got Steve Stricker's playing with his daughter, which is cool. Like I said, Justin Thomas and Mike Thomas, they always play together. Mark O'Meara's playing with his son, Nick Price, VJ Singh and his son are playing. Annika Sorenstam and her son are playing, which her son's the same age as Charlie, which is kind of cool to see. Bernard.
balled out
Here's what's
last
funny
year.
is, here's what's funny. I look up here and I see Bernard Langer and his son, and to me, like Bernard Langer seems like old as dirt. Like I feel like he's been around for freaking ever. He's only 66. I had no idea. I was like, and he still tears it up.
Really?
Like,
I thought he was like
oh.
7. I thought he was at least 7.
But
I think Bernard Langer is actually the winningest guy on tour. Like he's won the most.
he's killing it
tournaments.
on the senior tour too.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up. Most PGA Tour wins. Pretty sure it's Bernard Langer. Cause that dude balled out. Like, oh, I take that back. It is not. Oh wow, he's not even close. It feels like he's up there, but he's not even close.
Tiger.
Sam Snead and Tiger.
Oh,
with
yeah.
82. They're tied for 82.
Yeah.
Followed by Jack, Ben Hogan, Arnold Palmer, Byron Nelson, Billy Casper, Walter Hagen, Phil Mickelson, Kerry Middlecoff. Don't know who that is. Tom Watson. But it's a staggering, it's a big jump. But Bernard Langer, good Lord. He's not even on the list. I could have swore that guy had won like a shitload of events. I'm going to look it up so I don't feel wrong. Wait, where are you at? Bernard Langer.
I'm going to go with...
he spells it all German.
Let's go... I'm going to say 34.
That's why... Okay, that's the one I had. PGA Tour champions. So he is the winningest PGA Senior Tour. I mean, Bernard Langer, Hale Irwin, Lee Trevino, Bob Charles, Gil Morgan, Miller Barber.
How many's he got on the senior tour?
Don January, Gary Player. I just wanted to get down this list to get to one name, and that's Chichi Rodriguez.
Oh, Chichi. I still crack up every time I see that video of Chichi trying to hit that shot to break the glass and it bounces right back at him.
I still love the fact that he drinks like rum like it's water. And then, okay, back to the PNC. But like Bernard Langer and his son are playing, Matt Kuchar and his son are playing, which Patrick Harrington, and his son, Retief Goosen, Jim Furyk, David Duval, and then of course because of old Andrew here, John Daly and John Daly.
Ooh, damn pig.
Sponsored by Hooters. They won it back in 21. I didn't know they won it back in 21.
And then Hooters gang. Yeah, they took down Tiger and Charlie.
And then Tiger.
Yep, Bernard Langer and his son have won it 4 times. Vijay Singh won it last year. Justin Thomas won it in 2020. Well, that was COVID year, so that really didn't count. Stuart Sinks won it. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. So, but yeah, that's kind of all I had on the discussion line here. But let's go a little curveball that has nothing to do with golf, because I want Andrew's honest opinion, because I don't think Matt pays attention. With the chaos that ensued last night, what's your prediction for the college football playoff?
I hope they all lose. I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude.
So it's going to be.
I was watching the SEC championship.
So you got.
I was watching the SEC championship last night.
Your dog sucked it up. So
you did what?
Building clubs. Me and Luke were building clubs last night, and we watched. We were watching the SEC championship. Dude, that was
so.
It's funny because he's an Alabama fan, and he knows I'm a Georgia fan, and like the game was over. And I was just like, "You can leave now." It's just like
all I know is
Alabama's
that. Yeah, they will.
You can't.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, you can.
Well, they snapped a 29-game win streak
Michigan,
for Georgia,
Washington, and Florida State guaranteed in. You're undefeated conference champ.
Florida State.
You're
Florida
undefeated
State
conference champ. You can't
State
say that the conference champ doesn't matter as undefeated.
Yeah, but there's one thing that does matter, and it's the fact that Florida State will get their.
That doesn't matter.
Kicked in.
That won't
Guaranteed.
matter. It won't matter.
It does matter, because you know what happened. What happened last year? Tell me what happened last year that they don't
got their
ever
ass
see happen again. Yes, because they didn't deserve to be there. They were not the best team, and they were not one of the best teams in the nation. Their record showed best teams in the nation. They were not the best teams in the nation.
It's like remember when Notre Dame went and got their ass whooped by
Bama,
Alabama.
Yeah, Boise State happened to Boise State too. Remember, they all made the argument Boise State.
But the committee is gung ho on conference champs being in for the Power Five.
Well, they're gung ho on strength of schedule. So I mean, I think Michigan's a lock.
Washington's a lock.
Michigan's a lock.
Michigan,
Washington's a lock.
1 and 2, right there.
Yeah, Michigan's a lock. Washington's a lock. I think
Texas 3,
my prediction
and then
is
FSU 4.
Texas.
That's how I see it going.
It's going to be Texas.
And Texas is going to get their ass whooped.
I don't see FSU. I really don't. I mean, especially since they lost their quarterback last night. That game was so boring.
But
all I want to say
That game
is
was horrible.
Georgia had their 29-game win streak snapped. They're still not even close to the Bearcats.
what was y'all's?
37.
Did y'all
We have
play a
37
bunch of
games
School
in
of
a
the
row.
Blind and Deaf?
No, we just 137.
I mean,
games in a row.
okay, all right. So
That's two
it was
national
number
championships
14. It was number 14
Didn't count.
Louisville against number 4 Florida State, and Florida State barely beat them.
I know.
16-6.
I watched it.
I'm just saying, like, the committee can. I mean, Texas. I don't think Alabama's going to get in. If Alabama gets in, then it's rigged, guaranteed. That's all I'm going to say.
That's why
Texas has the
FSU is getting
over.
so they can.
Texas has the win over that, but then I bet they make a case for Georgia because in their eyes they got to have an SEC team in there. So I bet it's going to be either Georgia and Alabama. FSU is going to be out.
I was actually talking to someone about this yesterday. We're talking about, like, what if they put no SEC teams in the
But
playoffs?
they don't put SEC in the playoffs. It is what it is.
It's just like, that's just wild because the SEC is literally the best conference in college football, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and that's why I think strength of schedule comes into play. I absolutely think strength.
I agree to a point, but
in Georgia,
when they harp on conference championships,
I don't think conference championships should count.
I don't either, but they do.
I agree.
Okay, and the reason why, and again, I'm biased
last night
because I'm a Missouri fan.
Here come fucking
and the
Missouri
year that
fans.
Mizzou was number one, we played Oklahoma in that championship game. We lost and we left the Orange Bowl. We didn't get it. We didn't get the Orange Bowl, so they gave it to Kansas. Missouri got the Cotton Bowl, and that is all because
we don't have to talk.
which is an extra game.
Though. We don't have to talk about that. No, we
Yeah,
don't.
we do.
Yes,
Isn't that the one where it was Darren McFadden's going away party?
And Tony Hall fucking ran all over us. Or Tony Temple.
Tony Temple, yeah, who fizzled out. But no, what I'm saying is, like, you can't I don't think you can judge teams off of conference championships because not every team gets an extra game. So, for example, I mean, let's see, Missouri doesn't get an extra game. Let me look at the top 25 real quick. I know we're not talking about golf at this point, but I mean, you got, why am I looking at the Pac-12? That whole conference is gone. Like, that whole conference is not going to be existing.
It's already done.
Yeah, they said somebody did like a use the Sarah McLachlan sad dog music, showing all the mascots in the corner of the championship dancing. So, like, you have teams like let's see, Ohio State. Ohio State didn't have an extra game. Penn State, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, LSU. I mean,
but we know they're not in anyways.
I don't know. No, I know. But what I'm saying is they'll all move up in the rankings because teams of a higher caliber lost because of the conference championship game. They had an extra game. I think you have to judge them off of, I think it has to be regular season schedule. I think regular season schedule is the only thing that should matter. Conference championship is just a conference championship. That's it.
I agree.
That's it. You can't make an extra game.
As far as the playoffs go, though, I agree to an extent. But when they say their championship game fucking matters, then you can't say when you're trying to put the 4 in that the conference championship doesn't matter.
Agreed. I've
Especially
never
the guy
agreed
that
that the
beat you
conference championship should matter.
Is in the same fucking conference. You can't put them both in.
I've never believed that the conference championship should matter. That's all I can say. But I'm just guessing. It's going to be Missouri,
X,
Texas.
formerly known as Twitter, is going to go fucking nuts.
Oh, it's already going crazy. Kirk Herbstreit and a bunch of these commentators have already said, if this, I kid you not, this is what they said. They go, if Alabama wins, if Texas wins, you are going to have mass chaos when it comes to these rankings. Because now they're telling them that head to heads don't matter. Conference matters more.
Nobody's going to schedule good conference playoff or good non-conference games.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're either going to have pissed off Alabama fans or pissed off Texas fans. Personally, I want pissed off Alabama fans because I think they are awesomely funny when they're Hudson has made an appearance. Give him some food.
Come on.
He wants the food.
He says, "What you got, Dad? What do you got? Is that boneless wings?
Chicken nuggets.
All right, Wingstop, baby.
Wingstop chicken nuggets.
Wingstop. Okay. Wingstop. Actually, Hey, low key, Wingstop
Oh, Harley's
chicken
in.
sandwich
Come on, Harley.
is awesome.
Oh, we got both of them.
Oh, you got two, but one's got a toy. One's to play. The other one's food.
Harley's got a puppuccino.
He's got a puppuccino. Is it a black lab?
She's everything.
Oh, she's a mutt. She's a Heinz 57.
Well, so
Yeah, dude, Wingstop.
Well, so I was hungry, and
yeah.
you guys were arguing, so I went and grabbed this, and I was like, it's the equivalent of the, like when you send the GIF of the dude eating the popcorn when two people are arguing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's just me. It's just me eating wings.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it. We'll let Matt eat his food. We're coming up on time, anyways. So either way, thank you guys. Enjoy your day at Sunflower. I'm gonna stay here and nurse this freaking sinus crap and stay out of the cold. I don't feel like doing.
I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
So, me?
You got to take me to Enterprise.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna pick you up. Isn't that their motto? Enterprise, we'll pick you up. Is it the Enterprise in Lee Summit?
Right next to Backside Trucks.
Quick Trip. What time are you dropping it off?
3 o'clock or so.
Oh, okay. In the afternoon. All right, that's fine. Yeah, just let me know. Like I have a meeting at 2:30.
You can go play Fred Urbanus afterwards.
We cannot play Fred Urbanus after that. Actually, I'm thinking about taking Friday off because, and I know this
because you have like 12 weeks of PTO.
5 weeks now.
I have 1 day left.
I have 5 weeks, and I've already taken a full week for Christmas. So, no, next Friday is going to be a high of 58.
Talk about
I'm gonna
the 8th
try
and 9th?
Whatever Friday is, I don't know. I'm taking that. I'm gonna take a PTO day on that Friday. I mean, it says it's got a chance of rain in the afternoon, but it's gonna be a high of 58. And then because it's gonna be a high of 58. Thursday is gonna be a high of 59. So I thought about just taking Thursday, Friday, but yeah, I kind of want to go play. I kind of want to go play one more round before, when it's not in the 40s.
40s ain't cold though. Matt and I played in 20 plus wind chill.
Yep. And I will let you do that all day long. So either way,
right.
Gentlemen, have a wonderful day today. Enjoy Sunflower. Are you guys walking or riding?
I do not have my bag currently.
Yeah, I'm riding.
So
gotcha. Okay. Well, let me know how Ryan feels about getting a speaker back.
Andrew,
I'll see you tomorrow. Just shoot me a message.
See you later.
Later, boys.